Welcome back, folks. Thanks for clicking on the video today. We're out here on a local lake. It's a little after 11, and I'm gonna try to catch some largemouth bass through the ice here on this glorious weather day. And if you look, okay, there's been like 30 inches of snow this winter, and as of right now, there's like hardly an inch. All right, we've had enough time where this snow is compacted and slushed, and we even got spots like this. We're back down to bare ice. That's a beautiful thing. 2 weeks ago, I probably would have had a heart attack dragging this sled through the snow. But we're gonna try to jig some largemouths. It's the second half of February, and the days are getting longer, sun's getting warmer. Largemouth should be getting a little more active. To be completely honest, I've never caught a largemouth bass from this lake. Only fished here once, and that was about a month ago. And I walked all around and fished all over, and didn't catch any largemouth. Caught a pickerel or two and a handful of perch. We're just gonna hole hop around this lake and see if we can catch some fish. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Holy shit. I just stepped into a freaking 6-inch slush pit. Gotta be careful. Let's drill a hole now that we're out here in the middle of the lake. How much ice do we think there is after this biblical winter of 25, 26? How much ice? Okay, well, there's your, so that's what 30 inches of snow frickin' over the past month and a half will do. Oh no. It's miserable. Alright, well, I'm not gonna drill any more than that, but like, it is just like nasty, layered ice. Feels like plenty of it. Terrible. It's not good. Alright, and then I couldn't help but notice that there's some spots like this. Let's get to know this ice a little bit. Oh man, weird. There's like 2 layers of ice separated by 5 inches of open water. Pretty weird. Ice does get a little funky, you know, as the season goes, especially when you have tons of snow. All right, so attempting to drill that hole earlier sucked. I'm gonna try to drill as few holes today as possible. Oh man. Let's hope this frickin' fish finder turns on. Fished in the rain all day yesterday. If this thing doesn't work, can you imagine? Oh, it's a Garmin. Just had to mess with the wires. So this hole looks like it's not very thick, this ice. And this will at least tell us how deep it is without having to drill a hole of our own. So we're talking 10 feet. And everything around here is going to be very similar depth, just very gradual, gentle, like sloping bottom. I'm thinking that's where the largemouths. Ah. Oh man. I've needed one of these for forever. Holy shit. Alright, so it's like 38 degrees out here. Feels like 90. Oh my god, it is crazy. I had to take that off because we're about to punch a hole into like potentially the worst stuff. Alright. Alright. Much better than expected. The ice was solid the whole way through. No layers of water. So that's clutch. Probably. I mean, I'm not measuring that. It's freaking at least a foot. It's 9 feet, so with some weeds on the bottom. I got this. This is the Marcum Persuit HD underwater camera. And we're going to be using that at some point whenever we find somewhere we like. And I guess we're just going to start off with this trout magnet. Broke the tip off my little 36-inch light. Lost probably 2 inches, and now it's like a 34 light, but I think that's perfect. 4-pound test. And see if there's any life down there. Yeah, so I came here a month ago, maybe more, and didn't catch anything good. Pickerel, one pickerel that was like, I found it to be very tough, and I fished like frickin' the hole all over. Tried all over. And I did best once I gave up and just camped a hole. I just basically fished everywhere, didn't find any fast action, and ended up camping a hole. And that's where I ended up catching the pickerel and like the perch. They just kind of floated through after I sat there for a while. So that's going to be more a strategy today, is to actually give these holes some time. Oh, there's a mark, but it looks like a panfish. 2 of them. See if they bite. They did not. There's a nice mark. Ooh, look at that. That's a good fighting fish. That's what we want right there. It's a good fighting fish. It's probably a pickerel. Look at that. Quick in this hole. Yeah, it's a pickerel. Hey, you fought good though. Broke me off, you cocksucker. Of course. Well, it's alright. Should have known. I want to try this thing. I haven't used the rattle baits too much. Alright. And now we're going to drill another hole and rig up the camera. Oh, there's a fish on it. What kind of fish is it? Oh boy. Pickerels. We are in the pickerel pit here. Look pretty small. Feels smaller than the other. Oh God. Okay, well, not what we're after, but these are like not high on my list of fish to catch. In fact, they are right down there with bluegills and, bluegills. I think that pickerel might be potentially my least favorite fish. Sorry to say that. But if we get a big one, if they're going to pull drag, they're going to fight, they're going to give us action close to home, then we'll take it. Oh, got a mark. Oh, another pickerel. What's he gonna do? Oh. He popped off. I think that's for the best. We got the strike. Pickerels are very active today. We're gonna drill another hole like 18 inches further from the camera. I'm gonna time how long it takes to cut through this ice. It's like 14 seconds. And now I'm going to tell you how thick that ice is. Pretty much the length of this ladle. That makes it easy. So you're talking a little over 12 inches, maybe 13 inches of ice. 14 seconds, 12 inches of ice. The power of the Strike Master. Alright, it's 12:20 now. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, it's a perch. Oh. We missed the perch. It was a perch. Maybe he'll come back. Oh, there's a fish. What is it? Ah, pickerel. Beautiful. Let's pound it on the spot. We're pounding it on the spot. He's not having any of it. He liked it down low. changing our strategy to a more soft and subtle approach. You see how subtle that is? I could still kind of give it some hard twitches. Oh my god, instant on the soft and subtle. Instantly. That's kind of interesting. And 12-pound fluoro. Oof, we need all of that. Okay, a little better pickerel. So how do you get that immediate result? Was it the lure or was it just coincidence? Does this thing have a trout magnet in his mouth? Okay, so soft and subtle got us that quick pickerel. I'm surprised though. Let's say we saw 5 pickerel, 5 perch. How do we not see 1 bass? Alright, the first spot was somewhat productive. And we're just walking a little further this way. We're gonna try a little shallower. Alright, yeah, this spot sucks. Gonna go try a different area. Now we're in 9.5 feet of water. A little different area. So far, the first spot was the best spot. It's a perch. He ripped my frickin' tail off. Decent perch. First perch. Getting fat. Probably can't even see him.
But after that, I moved around a few more holes, tried up to 20 foot of water, and didn't find anything good, so I went back to the original hole I started at.
Here we are, back at the first spot of the day, which was also the best spot of the day. Somehow the holes are actually freezing over. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. That's the power of this freaking ice. A warm-ass day.
What is that? Pickerel coming from above. Oh, try again. Ugh.
It's like, do we even want that frickin' pickerel? I guess we do. I guess we'll take it. We'll take it. At least it's like interesting to see on the camera. Maybe we should give that one to the seagulls. Oh. Nope. Outside it starts to pour. Oh. I don't know what that is. I didn't even have a chance to look at the perch. I didn't have a chance to look at the thing. He just came in and ate it. Oh yeah, a nice tangled up perch. That's what I'm talking about. Well, the fish are fighting hard today, if nothing else. It's not a bad perch. He's got some shoulders. Came right in, ate it. That's a nice perch. Not the 14-incher, but it might be a 12-incher. Okay, well, our lucky hole is producing.
Just think there's probably not
that many largemouth in this lake compared to the amount of perch and pickerel. Or, at least on this, like, 8 to 10 foot, like, weed flat. So what we're gonna do, let's drop this thing down there.
So we've got a Kitech front and center.
Now we've got the burbot. Alright, we're gonna see if anything gets drawn into the burbot.
Oh, look, a pickerel showed up.
Look at that. That did not take long. Oh, look, a perch showed up, dude. Damn, we called in 2 fish. What do we do right now? I guess we try to catch this perch. Oh my god, look, dude, it called in all those fish. You kidding me? It's like a nice girthy perch right there. Oh. Well, I gave it a half-ass hook set. Those look like nice perch. Come on, man. Don't do that. The fuck? Did we really just get outsmarted by these perch? Dude, that called in fish, though. Freaking 4 fish showed up. Alright, now there's a few fish around down there. Let's just jig this thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it kind of worked. Kind of worked. Gotcha. I came in first for the burbot. And we hit him with the Kitech. Alright. Sometimes it pays to do something stupid. Dropping a frickin' 10-inch burbot into a pickerel perch pit. Alright, well, that's something. Damn. Well, the burbot initially had some good activity. That all dried up. Didn't see a largemouth at all today. How crazy. Yeah, this whole fucking... I killed this hole, man. Burbot. Burbot killed this hole. If the burbot can kill it, maybe it can bring it back to life. Let's try once more. Look at that, a bass. A bass. I ain't not seen one of them in like a long time. We're not catching that bass. He's probably already gone. Oh, he's still there. He looks nice and small. It's a largemouth. Will he turn? He came in for the burbot. Look at that. No interest. Unbelievable. Very strange. Let's go back with the... Let's see what the rattlebait does. At this point, it was almost sunset, and I didn't get any more marks in this hole, so I started working my way towards deeper water to try for some panfish at dusk. I stopped and jigged the rattlebait along the way, 10 feet of water here, had a pickerel following me around, and inevitably the pickerel bit, and my line snapped on the hook set. Seems like it's like a little less weedy here. We're just pounding it on the bottom now. Oh my god, he ate it off the bottom and our line snapped here? The fuck? Well, there goes our fun bait. I guess our drag's a little tight for 4-pound test, but not really. Well, this little guy. We're going to take this out into the deeper water real quick, just here in the last little bit of daylight. See if the crappies are biting. Something coming up off the bottom. Couple fish down there all of a sudden. That is something super small. Super small. It's going to be a shit perch. Ah! That's the crappie we catch. That sounds about right. That would be a great little fish tank fish. That thing is definitely going to die. That's not what we were expecting. That is one of the smallest crappies I've ever caught. came right over. It is okay. Yappy of about 5 inches. Another one coming rumbling off the bottom. Maybe that one will be the one we want. He ate. That one's a little better. I got my drag all loose, breaking off that pickerel. Okay. Hey! The unexpected. All right, well, that might be the best fish we caught today. And that one yellow perch was probably a little cooler, but that's a little white perch right there. A white perch. It's not what I was expecting. Crappies are biting at dusk. Sad to say, that's probably the biggest one. It's about 6 inches. Oh shit, a suspended fish. It's way up high. As darkness falls, they are emerging. They are emerging higher in the water column. That one is slightly better. Is that a crappie? Okay, now we're talking. He was suspended. That's the kind of crappie you want to catch. A nice, maybe 12-incher. Nice big mouth on him. All right. Close his mouth. Wish him good luck. If he can kick down there, he'll be good to go. Uncut angling taught us that. The goat, Aaron Weeb. You know, the barrel trauma. These fish have a hard time getting down. They need as much help as you can give them. All right, guys. Well, I stayed out here too late. I have to leave. So, the Dusk crappie bite did happen. It's just that 4 out of 5 were super dinks. Mildly interesting afternoon of fishing. Hey, it's all you can ask for in February, you know? So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.